Excuse my appearance. I never look good. But obviously Christopher isn't here today. Kaysen is in the living room watching Elmo, so you're probably gonna hear him screaming. But I just wanted to make this video because it's needed ASAP. And this video is gonna be very different from what you guys are used to seeing. It's going to be a totally different side of me, and it's going to be very hard for me to get through this video because I've never personally spoke out about this situation, but I need to. So basically, let me put some chapstick on because this video is probably going to be long too, so, but I need you guys to watch it. So, I don't even know where to start. I grew up in a single family household. It was just me, my mom, and my two brothers. And obviously we've struggled and we've overcome, but we are really struggling now. My mom has always made sure that my brothers and I had everything we needed and almost everything that we wanted. She always made sure that she put us before her. And I'm so grateful for that. And at this point in our lives, she needs us more than ever. My mom is currently fighting for her life. It's so hard to say it, like, out loud. It's so hard because I try so hard, you know, not to think about losing my mom because it's just impossible to just imagine life without her, honestly. And it's so hard waking up every day wondering if I'm gonna call my mom, she's not gonna be here anymore. I'm sorry, I don't cry like this, but I always try and hold my emotions in and just like stay strong because that's just the kind of person I am, and it hurts my heart so much seeing my mom in a position where she's so vulnerable. She fights so hard, and I just don't want her to give up. I'm sorry. Yeah, some crazy shit. So crazy because you know me personally, you don't know me. I always come off as this happy person because I just try and stay so strong, but my family has been dealing with this for years now, since like 2009, and I'm only 19 years old, so like I just can't imagine losing my mom like right now. People go through some tough shit. My mom is a fighter. I know she's strong. And I just hate that like this happens to her, like, throughout this whole process. I have almost lost all my faith in God because I just sit here and wonder, like, how can he let this happen to my mom? Like, if you know my mom personally, you think the same thing. My mom's the most amazing person. She's so strong. She's caring and nice. Like, she always puts other people before herself. I swear. She's given many people a home when they need it, even if it's just the couch, because, you know, we live in an apartment. We don't have a big ass house with 5 bedrooms. She's given people money. She's helped me and my brothers out tremendously with a whole bunch of stuff. She's always made sure that we're taken care of, no matter how much it hurts her in the long run. She's an amazing person. And I just don't know why this has to happen to her. Like, if I can literally switch spots with her, I would. So I am pretty much making this video for help. I'm gonna explain her story, and I hope you guys watch it. Yeah, so give me a second. Okay, so pretty much, if you guys don't know my mom's process or what she's been going through, my mom has heart failure, and this has been going on since 2009 for 10 years now. Sorry. Back in 2009, my mom, I don't know what exactly happened, but she came home from work, I'm assuming. I don't really remember. It's just a blurry memory. She came home. She went upstairs. I'm pretty sure she came home from working. She was a nurse and she worked nights, so she came home, and usually when she comes home from working nights, she goes to sleep. So she went upstairs, she went to sleep. As soon as she laid down, she felt like she was drowning and she couldn't breathe, and she immediately knew something was wrong. So we all rushed to the emergency room, and we found out that my mom had an enlarged heart. I wish somebody else was here to explain everything, because I'm not so good at it. But I'm gonna try my best. And they did a surgery where they put, I don't really know what it is called. It just literally slipped my mind. It's basically a device inside her that shocks her if her heart, you know, does something trippy or whatever. And I don't know, just, I think also at that time they found a mass in her stomach that they had to remove. Thank God it wasn't cancerous, so it wasn't anything cancer or anything. That's what I remember that too, because she was in ICU, and that was just a really scary moment for me. I was literally 10 years old.
Hi Facebook, this is Jimmy again. I promised you my story, so here it is. Back in 2009, I developed bronchitis, and while they were doing the x-ray, boom, there it was, a big heart, and not the good kind. So of course I was sent to see a cardiologist, but by the time he could complete the workup, I landed in the hospital with congestive heart failure. My lungs were filling with fluid. But luckily, at that time, I was able to be treated with medication. But then about 3.5 years ago, things changed. My heart function decreased and caused a lot of fibrillation in my heart, which is quivering. And so I had to have a dual chamber pacemaker / defibrillator implanted. And I just never really recovered from that. So when I didn't really recover from that, I got worse and worse, and which led me to go downtown and have open heart surgery to have an LVAD in place. And an LVAD is a left ventricular assistive device Basically, it's an extra heart pump that pumps blood to my heart to help with the blood flow and to not make my heart work so hard. And although the LVAD saved my life, it does have its downside. As you notice, I have to wear this lovely vest to hold my batteries. Yes, I said it, batteries. I am now battery operated like the Energizer Bunny, but I don't have that energy. So anyway, about a year ago, my heart function changed again. It was then discovered that my right side is now starting to fail, which leads me to why I need to get a heart transplant. So there's my story in a nutshell.
So probably last year in 18, like a couple weeks after Kason was born, she was admitted into the hospital because she was very, very sick. And we found out that it's kind of hard to explain because it was hard to explain to me, so I'm going to try my best to explain it to you. But basically, and it's also hard if you don't really know like health stuff like that, like the heart, body part. It's hard if you don't know that, but I'm going to try my best. So basically you have valves in your heart. I don't really know what they do, but they connect things. I don't really know. You basically have valves in your heart, and it's basically where the blood goes through, I'm assuming, and one of her valves was leaking, so basically her heart wasn't, I don't know how to explain it. It was, okay, it's bad, okay? When you have a valve that's leaking, they need to do open heart surgery, and oh, this is hard for me to say. Hold on one second. Let me make Kason a bottle because he's not having it. Alright, sorry if it's at a different angle right now because I had to restart the camera. So back to what I was saying. So one of the valves in her heart was leaking. Basically, that's really bad. And in order to fix it, they would have to open her up back again, like do an open heart surgery again, which my mom isn't strong enough for at this point. If she has to have open heart surgery again, it has to be the heart transplant. There can't be anything else. So at that point we were like, so there's nothing else you can do? And he's like, yes, there is something else we can do, but it's not like, I don't know how to explain it. There's some surgeries that are like approved, but like the health whatever, and then there's some surgeries that are not, and this surgery wasn't. So with that being said, it had to be approved by her insurance to see if her insurance would pay for it. Basically it was like an off-label surgery, which they've only performed 15 times, and I think it was 13 only survived out of the 15, so only 2 people passed away during it. Which basically they go in through her groin and they put a little blockage thing in her valve to stop the leaking. And there were some scary risks to that, as far as having a heart attack, a stroke, which they said it could just slip. And which was very likely with my mom because her calcium in her heart or something wouldn't hold it, but by the grace of God it did. So basically she had that surgery, and it was really scary because the doctor told me, or told my family, that it was supposed to take about 2 to 3 hours, and he came out in an hour and a half. And boy, when he came out, my heart literally just dropped to my stomach, because an hour and a half and he told me 2 to 3 hours, like, come on. So when he came out, I thought he was about to tell me what I did not want to hear, and by the grace of God he didn't. He told me that everything went good and that it stayed, and hopefully it stays, and so far it's staying, and hopefully it still stays. And basically that's supposed to help her kidney functions go up and become better and blah blah blah. So yeah, and during that time we also got some good news. I think it was probably at the beginning of this year. Either probably at the beginning of this year or in December of 2018, my mom finally got on the heart transplant list. She lost the weight she needed to, her kidney functions were better, and she's on the heart transplant list. And back to what I was saying earlier, just because you're on the heart transplant list doesn't mean you get a heart like that. Some people it takes up to months for you to get a heart, some years. The heart transplant list is long. And my mom, even though she is, you know, she's not doing the best right now, she's not at the top of the list, which is unfortunate. And what also sucks is that my mom's blood type is, I think it was like O negative, which means that, hold on, she can't just receive any heart. She has to receive a heart that the blood is O negative because it will reject. So yeah, that's where we're at right now as far as getting a new heart. It sucks, you know, that we're sitting here waiting for someone to die, because like we don't wish that on anyone. But like I need my mom. Like I said, if I could give my heart, I would. I obviously can't now because I have a baby and I'm obviously not her blood type. I just couldn't imagine a world without her. And I'm sure everybody else in our family couldn't either. That would be one of the hardest obstacles I would have to overcome, and I really don't want to. So back to where I need you guys to help me out is once my mom has a heart transplant, it's gonna be tough. We're still not gonna be done fighting. Not only do we have to deal with the long ass surgery, we have to wait for an approval of if it worked or not. And not only that, she's gonna need to take a lot of meds after the surgery. And it's not meds that you can't just be like, oh, I don't need them. They're meds that she needs. And you guys will not believe how much these meds cost. With her insurance covering it, the leftover amount we have is $6,000 a month. That's the leftover cost after insurance covered. It's $6,000. And I'm letting you guys know now, my family is not made up of money. I literally get paid, if I'm lucky, $200 a week. And I have a baby to buy diapers and wipes for. We have food to put in our mouths. So even if I starved myself to death, that wouldn't cover anything. And same goes for my family. They have families to feed. They have rent to pay and mortgage to pay. Like, if we all scrabbled our leftover change from taking care of everything we absolutely need, not even the things that we want, but everything that we need, we won't even have enough to cover half of that. Which is why we need your help. I'm starting a GoFundMe page for my mom in order to give her hope and to make her keep fighting, and so that we have everything that we need for whenever she does get a new heart, so that we can pay for her medicine. We need your help. It would mean the world to my family and I if you guys shared this video, donated $1, 50 cents, like anything helps. And also, my mom has a Facebook page that I will link down below in the description, along with her GoFundMe page, that you guys can like and keep up with her journey. And I'm also going to start updating that page a whole lot more, because I haven't done it and she hasn't done it either. She's not really been on social media much lately because she's been dealing with so much. But yeah, my mom's been in the hospital for over 4 months now, and Probably not over 4 months because she was in the hospital after Casey was born. So like 3 months now. And it's hard. I'm probably going to link her address and her Facebook page so that if you want, you guys can send her a letter or a note or a card of encouragement. I'm sure she would love to receive it, and it would mean the world to her. We're probably going to do fundraising. Me and my aunt have been talking about figuring out ways to help raise money to pay for her medicine after the surgery, and she brought up the idea of making shirts that has something to do with Jimia's Army or something, and I think that's a great idea. We're gonna start, you know, being more involved so that my mom doesn't feel so alone in this process, because I know it sucks and I know it's hard to go through. So yeah, everything's in the description box, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you stuck throughout this whole video, please from the bottom of my heart, share this video with your friends and family. Get this video around. We really need your help. I'm getting married next year and I want my mom to be there so much. I want my mom to walk me down the aisle. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, please don't forget to share and like, and comment some words of encouragement down below for me to show my mom. That would be amazing as well. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.